Thank you, Chairman. Perhaps at the outset, since Isabel's come out very clear and recommended that the bill be withdrawn, and then for consult with him, you file more to take in some of the concerns where you file raise him. Others are saying we support the bill. And I say by implication perhaps is leave him go of law now. And you may try him, and if him waka or no waka, you may look him behind. So perhaps firstly at the outset, if we can get a sense from each premier whether Isabel Barrow clear, others are not so clear. So which and how many of you are with the clear position where Isabel Hemi stand lohem, that the bill be withdrawn first time and you follow, get involved for revise him and be engaged in making your recommendations. So if you start law central and come more, and you say, if you say you support Isabel, you just say you support Isabel recommendation. Yeah? If you not support him Isabel, it means you like him for him proceed as is. Or what concerns you raise him by him, he stop all some concerns at the present moment. So perhaps you start law central first time.
Thank you, Member. As far as Central Province is concerned, there's no harm in delaying a little bit first time, giving me for enough time to fully understand the bill in its entirety and, of course, the technical issues.
You support the position, Isabel?
So, yeah, I support
Thank you.
Isabel. Thank you.
Timothy? Sorry, no, me force him, we will make him decision as well.
Yellow Timothy, Pure presentation, me call lot of recommendation, ya time bill him review. So, a close low billion no as to win for him review. So, me say, let him go on trial basis. Because by me delay economy block country and temo to him highlight him potential blow him finish. So me like trial. Thank you.
Thank you. Kira?
Makirolo province, I think make him same stand or same temo too. So that I think because it's for the bill, I think I'm go through long process a little bit. I think since way back in 2015 or Kasem this time. And I think a lot of resources, government, he put them into this whole bill. Yeah. And with that, with the confidence, with the committee, bills and legislation committee, law capable hands play for, I think that by you for that take on board whatnot, teaching along other provinces, then you follow up, make them necessary inputs into that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, for Western Province. We recommend this bill for him deferred to allow for wider socialization and consultation. So we call for defer of this bill.
Thank you. So you support him, Isabel. Ogat Lomala?
Yeah, thank you. I think for two reasons. One, me valnoma new lo Billy come long time now. So I think I'm better for him go first time. And then two, big money blow government you will receive finish for Wakaya. So I think me allow him go think support him go first time law parliament now. Thank you.
Ren Bell.
Honorable got him same concerns with him lack of proper consultation, but at this stage we support the idea for taking on the parliament, and we'll see how it goes later.
Thank you, thank you. That obviously is on Hans side, and we will reflect that in the report. Time if reporting to the House, so members can take account of it. Time look this whole bill. So the general scheme lo here, emi clear no more. Ogata like him, a one-stop shop is the government policy. Investor him come, him got him one for place no more, him go authority na and so once authority him look him and him judge him commercial and viability blame and economic viability blame, and authority now look after all the other regulatory aspects. And the idea with the scheme is that there are as little obstacles as possible or hurdles as possible to that investment. Including more license fees, blue on the property rates, everything inside. They are seen as obstacles, hurdles, challenges to be overcome to get a kind investment also. That's the thrust of this policy, is to make them bar easy enough for come. Now, I don't know whether the task force has raised with you. We have a copy of a report by the IMF and World Bank on the experiences in other countries, low tax incentives. And the picture is mixed. In some countries like China, special economic zones really work good. Because if you like kurukulode, bagata sutimi or something else, but in many other jurisdictions, especially low Africa, ogat no work out but fail because kuruk staka. There is the regulatory framework, the legislative framework around him, no strong enough, no robust, and worse go more enforcement, compliance, about a week, and the general laws around inside law country and enforcement capacity law enforcement agency him weak, and so they tended. The evidence is those jurisdictions with weak laws and weak enforcement compliance regimes tended to attract fly-by-nighters who are in for a quick buck and 10-year tax holiday, or make money in the 10 years, or make good profit, make them out no pay. Then time 10 years finish, or to go.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's the evidence we have in some of these jurisdictions. So, in terms of provinces, you are being asked to forego, there's an opportunity cost. You're going to be foregoing, rates and business licenses. But not only that, you may have to pick up the bucket when they finally run away. We'll have possible pollution problems to deal with, structures that will require you what for doing with him afterwards. Look at kind of issue or same. So it is of some concern to us the lack of depth in your understanding of what the policy and the bill is trying to achieve. We hear what you say, but all the good things are at the general policy level. Yeah, man, come, make more jobs and more rights and all that. But when you get into the detail, that's where there are just too many devils. Yeah. And it really would have been better if you had a much deeper understanding of it. So you can then say, oh, no more. Me will borrow like him also. But it seems the majority of you like him for devil go through na. Then you make a kasole mogad kas out law devil behind. So I think we're a little bit concerned about that. We all, me fall to support in policy. We see the policy as important in reducing red tape and attracting good quality FDI. But there is no guarantee that by you may attract them good quality FDI. The case studies, this will report, and clear. So, obviously now we have this legislation here. We have to deal with in process blomival and parliamentary process. We're going to have to then report to the House with recommendations, some of which will be informed by your positions. So I would suggest that perhaps, I know you've spent some time to consider your presentations this morning, but I think if I'll go back and think around him good more, and then come, not too late, Parliament by middle of 24th, And, we'll be dealing with this bill probably, a few days after that, if government wants to proceed with it. So you have time to write back to us and make a little bit more informed presentation. Go through it with a tooth comb, find where the devil is, and then cuss out him. Would be my advice. Me see cause man is me will cuss out always. The other is because this is a very centralized approach. So almost all of you spoke about the need for decentralization of decision making, and we don't have to wait for state government to do that. This approach, we choose to not go down that road. So again, this could be decentralized without even going through the provincial government legislation framework, through a sheer commercial arrangement scheme. This could be done. And a number of ways it could be done. Of course, you will touch law board representation. That's one way. But perhaps an even more significant one, and an approach the bill did not take, is to say, because what we're talking about is central government control and taxation powers. Yeah, man. Sovereignty, the exercise of collective sovereignty as a state and as a country and economy is exercised executive government. But the other option is could say you are involved in the designation, so you could initiate, say WPIC sees an opportunity to take over KFPL, for example, and you're going to do processing there. You could be looking for partners. You could initiate the process. You don't have to wait for authority or landowners, because in this case, landowner and company itself. But option this bill no open line closing off. Or landowners themselves. Auluta Basin, the 7,000 hectares there, or a PE already registered. There's been no contestation, so it's been a smooth process. By decide, by me for planting pineapple and processing juice and jam and other things here. And they may form a company and get a partner in. Or it not really need him government; they can do it all by themselves. So, initiate him come authority, and then after that, him out of your hands more now. The authority takes it on, zone licensing, within the zone itself, the business licensing, what kind of businesses are going. All those things are outside the hand law. The initiators, provinces are not initiators here, just the landowners and government. And even companies. I mean, companies might go around and say, oh, we could do this. Barava, nice place now, law. Namugaya. What's that dream law there? They could come and approach you. They could initiate the process, but law here, no allow for that too. Of course, the backdrop to it also is some of the reforms that have happened with provincial governments. Most of your development authorities are now defunct, apart from WPIC. That really is regrettable, because provinces should be able to enter into a commercial activity and form their own SOEs. You should be able to form your own SEMA or your own other SOEs to take on commercial activity. But that the direction of governments over the last few years has been to clamp down on that because of both governance reasons and accountability issues. But all the issue you must have overcome him no more. So I hope that policy to change. Again, the devil is in the detail. If that is of concern to you, that provinces should be engaged in development or commercial activity, it's not reflected here. Well, actually, I'm also maybe discouraging. I'm not allowed to. So again, when you're reflecting, right back to us, get into the detail so that we see where you really stand. On the surface, you everyone knows we must like him. But you may like him something by waka and detail enough for make him waka. That's the way it's going to work, is in the detail of it. So that's important. The other aspect, law clause 56, let me say that this one kind business whereby I'm operating inside law special economic zone, hemi kind business where hemi no waka elsewhere. So, Bina, for example, cannot be a special economic zone by that exclusion, because Noro is already a fisheries processing center. Now, do we want Bina to be a special economic zone? I thought the bill is coming to do that, but there is an exclusion. So if Bina like Walsem, I think you may process him out picky or makau or but Walsem but fish or do him now, so you cannot do that in a special economic zone. The other is there is no incentive or perhaps disincentive in terms of the bill setting thresholds for employment. We assume you may give him away or get a fees here, business license fees and all that. You make him easy log it for come, make him not create him staka waka. It's an assumption. There is nothing in this bill or the schedules to say you employ 100 people, you get 3 years tax holiday. You employ 1,000, you get 5 years. You employ 2,000, you get 10 years. No, I'm saying, no, you come 10 years now. So it's a big assumption. Yeah? It's a big risk. They may come and it'll be totally automated, for example. No employ anyone. And then we end up with a situation that they make a lot of money, good for them, but perhaps not so good for the rest of us. So, look at something here, obviously is in the detail. It bears some thoughtful reflection on your part, on the premiers, of provincial government. Now, if you will say, oh no, more, it's a small no, I leave him, me pass him, and then you mean this cash out behind. Which seems to be the majority view, then I think it probably will come back to haunt us. Because regulations, yet 2 years for, it is a very important piece of legislation that would have been much better if the regulations, draft legislation, regulations come with him. Make him look him now in the detail how by him waka. At the moment, we're looking at the bill as usual, without the regulation. So those are some of issues that have been raised with us already by other stakeholders that like negativity, or no good, you will feel depressed or something. I just want to raise your eyes to issues that ought to directly be under your consideration, and then you follow Tinkam Lohem. So perhaps maybe right come, after the session, right come, further reflections, more law, all get the details and implications, Lohem, and that would be very useful, Lomifal. But if you have some initial reflections you want to share, you could share it with us now.
Thank you very much, Honourable Leader of the Opposition, for points here, for your deeper reflection and further maybe amendment to what you have presented. For Kamlo Mifala by Bara helpful process Mifala responsible for him. Just to add no more, another point me. If I reflect him too, the investment capital, him no really linked to the incentives here. Time him come invest him so much, then by you give him how many years yeah? There. Him no clear yeah. So if I reflect come him too, that him straight now yeah, what him to keep away him to like him tangible investment him come even selenium where na by him come him. Through selling, you may say 5 million US law here, minimum. But selling, by him come how yeah? To look him and then say, yeah, you entitled straight now for 3 years holiday. because him 5. If 10 million, how many years name to give him tax holiday lo him? Okay, something also for link him. That is also for your reflection. Then to cite some of very similar setup lo country where lo similar to this SEZ. G province come and also reflect lo mamara. Imtola successful or we have lessons to learn. Same reflect lo that one as well because we have similar establishments in our country. Where are we? This one because all of us, if I wait in a committee, but like him this one, it's a tool, economic legal tool for taking me forward as a country. But as it is, I am true. That one, like for it came out. So reflect that one. You have highlighted in your presentation existing acts for Hemi should also propose for amendment, Provincial Act, the Government Act, Lands and Titles Act, make him Hemi Barros Mud. Lotis will build the scheme as it is now. Hemi no propose him, no any consequence called amendment. No ma. Okay, the act is up no ma. This one him call. Reflect lo him come too because if all already some if all make him presentation lo him highlight him that okay the act him should also amended consequently for him help me lo this wala noble intention so to reflect on that as well. Then another one now we've received from Central Bank. It is a possible money laundering. By you set him up for transferring or the big seller come or the investor come, and then you by use awesome. No anyone him that's lo him, but it's been highlighted that that is a possible issue where this fella, as he said, may have a potential for him to those big. Multi companies within big Selenia for purpose him and clean him up at Selenia, they will look for avenues. This may be also possible in terms of the current scheme setup. So me like for also for your further reflection. Bill, you made very, very appreciative intervention and me like him the opportunity for Ifala provincial governments, provincial premiers for appeal before my committee. Time opportunities in the past, me no have enabled for me come and interact awesome because resources bills and legislation committee him no karim, but this time around me thank him government for really supporting me for at least taking me for come for if I'll make him that presentation. And so in addition to what you have presented, some of you have already given my committee a copy of your presentation, written submission, but please do go back and spend a bit more time. This is very important bill. It is a legal economic tool for our country to go forward, and lulukul hemnaya or imini for really clean him up good, tight him up good, as some of you have touched on, so that that may fall put him go and look forward to the implementation. So with him that one, I'll give the mic to you if you wish to just make a comment on what we have suggested. But the committee feels that I think that opportunity be accorded to you so that you reflect more. We have appreciated your presentation, But we think that there are issues that we have highlighted for your further reflection. I think it's also important if you have not touched on them, please you do so and make a submission come law secretariat block committee. Any of you honourable premiers, you wish to make comments on what we just said to you?